is going on, my beautiful Libra sisters and brothers? Welcome, welcome, welcome to your love reading, your soulmate investigation reading for the week. Hopefully y'all are doing okay. I'm glad to be here. Hope you guys are glad to be here as well. I also want to have want to talk to y'all for a second. Since you know, you're my Libra sisters and brothers. We're all Libras in here. I do want to start picking up the ukulele, so I'm gonna start using that or learning some stuff, some notes and everything, and eventually start like playing that in my videos. So, you know, I just want to say I'm very musically eccentric. So a lot, even my intro I made. So, gotta make some changes. Obviously this lunar eclipse is definitely in full effect right now. This is pretty much, I'm doing this on the lunar eclipse, or doing this after the lunar eclipse rather, and already feeling that vibe, already feeling like things has got to change. And I think a lot of you guys are feeling that, probably that feeling too. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what you guys got going on here. Alright, fam. Wedding. Oh boy. Who else got that? I think Leo got the wedding card. Alright, alright, alright. Not bad, not bad. This talks about moving up into a higher, well, not moving up to a higher place of commitment, but this situation involves marriage. So there may be some ties, some bondage. And when I say bondage, you know, keep that kinky stuff tame right now, family. It's not that kind of bondage. It's more of like tying two people together. You know, the bond that you and the other person share. I love this. I love this. New beginning. Some of you guys may actually be getting married here, because that talks about a long time, a long change. I mean, it talks about a new beginning that is, you know, that does talk about, you know, that does, you know, what is it? It does translate into long-term commitment. It can be anyway. It's a beginning that involves investment and lots of time and effort. So you guys may have a lot of time and effort being put in, but things are moving really fast. I think there's a lot of things that you guys are realizing at this moment as well, because you're having a lot more conversations and communicating with your partner. If I could just get these cards out, that'd be great. They're already pre-shuffled, but they just keep popping out at me, fam. Alright, let's see what we got. I think you guys notice I cut my nails. I always do. Alright, so this is the headspace here. This is what, you know, this is the mindset everyone goes into regarding this relationship, or what this, when they're in, when they're thinking about the relationship, or they're in the relationship, or dealing with it, you know, they have a certain mindset. So this is what they've got going on. Already, Libra, I'm thinking this is you, but remember, this could be you on the side as well. This is typically how I read you guys anyway. Now, this is the body area. This does talk about how you guys represent yourselves, how the people see you, how you see your partner, how you see your soulmate, right? This card here, the cards on the very bottom, show us exactly why everyone's thinking the way they think, as well as betraying themselves the way they portray themselves, okay? I might sneeze in just a second, y'all. Oh, excuse me. I hate one of those, you know? I don't know if you guys have had one of those before, where it's like they tease you a little bit, like you think you're not gonna sneeze, and then it catches you by surprise. I hate that. But anyway, you know, morning sickness. I'm doing this in the morning, so it's that morning sickness. You know how you get a little bit stuffy in the morning? Well, yeah, that's what's going on. So the card that I just pulled here does indicate, it indicates what brought you two together. And this card is the challenge that you both face. Now, I like your underlying energy. You have the sun. Boom. Love it. Clarity, potential for great happiness here. It's just going to require a lot of work, right? The happiness, the thing is, the reason why the sun is the path to potential happiness, and I say potential, is because there's work that needs to be done to get there. You have to have to walk down that path in order to take that happiness. I mean, right now even it's good because you can see all angles, you can see all sides, nothing is obscured, and that's awesome. Because I think that going into this reading, you can already tell that somebody's already very clear-minded. They already know what they're thinking. They are very clear in regards to their own truth as well as what your truth is, right? They're very much on the receiving end, though, of the kind of communication branch, but I think that this person is definitely clear on who they are, their individuality, and who you are at the same time. Or they're at least getting more information on who you are. They're gathering information. I feel like the Queen of Swords is like the Page of Swords in a way, not in the sense of immaturity and not knowing what to do with words, because she's a master at that. She's good at communicating. She's excellent at delivery. She's amazing at receiving information and not taking it personally. But she's also good, but that's the thing, that's what she's good at. She's good at gaining information, right? She's a Libra, right? This is the card that Libra loans her energy to, right? Libra loans their energy to, because Libra's out here, you know, brothers and sisters, you don't have to be a female to be a Libra, right? So this tells me that you guys, because the Queen of Swords, in my opinion, she's the best listener. I mean, I've heard that the King of Swords is the best listener, and sure, I kind of, you know, he's a master of that suit. He would be a good listener, right? But I feel like she makes a great liaison. She's really good at listening. She's good at obtaining information, right? But she doesn't let that, you know, formulate her own truth, if that makes sense. You know, it'll broaden her perspective, but it won't change her truth, if that makes sense. But I feel like with this individual here, they're all very clear-minded, very clear. But the other person here, now this could be you, Libra, you feel like you're carrying a burden with this relationship, or there's a burden that you're carrying with this relationship at this moment, right? There's a lot that's on your plate, there's a lot on your mind, there's a lot of things that you got to do, you feel bogged down with responsibilities and commitments, but this is a burden that, you know, that's being carried right now, and honestly, it's not causing a lot of issues, but because I don't think it's causing a lot of issues because of where you are right now, right? You know, even though there's a lot that you're dealing with, there's a lot going on, there's a lot of changes maybe that you're dealing with at this moment, because we do have the challenge being the Ten of Cups, perhaps it's getting to a better place, because I think where you guys started out is the dreams and the hopes for the future, and I know the Three of Wands isn't seen like that, but I feel like what brought you guys together was overcoming and, you know, putting in the work and doing the best that you can, right? You know, really, you know, sending out your manifestation, knowing what to expect. You know, I think you guys, not saying that you guys went to it with a familiar choice, but when it comes to a relationship or with the soulmate, I feel like you guys definitely, you know, were able to plan your steps together in a way that can honestly bring prosperity, because you know what you could put in and what to expect in return for the work that you do. And I feel like you kind of put yourself in a situation where you're kind of, you're carrying the load, you're really overburdened with responsibilities and commitments. And I don't think that you don't have to carry this on your own. I feel like the burdens may be a lot to do with like what's on your mind and, you know, what's going through it. You have a lot to go through. And I feel like the biggest thing to just kind of, the biggest thing that this message is trying to say here, especially with the Ten of Wands, is that, honestly, all the stuff that's on your mind right now is null and void because of where you are, which is the Six of Wands. You see me? So, to me, when the Six of Wands comes up, that's the victory card. That's you feel good about the progress that you're making. You feel great about the efforts that you're putting in, and even though you're doing really, really good, you're still really, really hard on yourself. It looks like it's like you're hard on yourself, or you're still thinking of everything that you got to do, and not like, I don't know if you're necessarily appreciating the situation fully because of what's going on in your mind right now. And with this relationship, I don't know if you feel like you're carrying this relationship to its destination versus you being a part of this relationship's development, if that makes sense. Okay? Now, the other person is showing the Two of Wands. I think they're trying to figure out exactly which path they're going to be taking with you regarding this relationship. Like what avenue they're going to walk down. What is their next path in life? I think they're trying to figure out, honestly, what's the best path for them. And that is inadvertently gonna take the relationship in a different course too. Because here with the Two of Wands, right, like if you're gonna do something personally, you're gonna change a career, you're gonna do something creative, you're gonna do something that's inspired by your heart, you know, like, and you know exactly who, you know, what you want to do and who you are. Yeah, it's going to take the relationship on a different course. And I feel like that's fine, because this person is getting to be more brave. It's becoming more chancy, if that makes sense. They're willing to take a risk, and it's interesting to see it this way, because with this, you know, with this Two of Wands here, right, it's not necessarily about taking risks. It's not about taking a risk at all, as a matter of fact. It's more of like, you can't go down the path that you've been going down anymore. And I feel like it's because that path is no longer authentically you anymore. Like, I honestly feel like that road honestly goes out. But the thing is that you know, this person here, or you can't go down that path no more. You have to go in the direction that resonates with you. You have to go down the road or the path that truly resonates with your heart, truly resonates with your spirit, with, you know, with your inner passions, you know. And it's a risk taking. You're taking a step out of your comfort zone here, or the other person here, because of this Four of Pentacles, right? Everything is happening here because you're recognizing what you deserve better of. I think you've been in this spot for a long time, trying to cling on because it's something that you've been used to. But at the same time, you realize you've outgrown where you are. That's why this path is right now. It, to me, looks like you've outgrown the space that you're in. Now, again, this could be the person, doesn't have to be you, but I understand that some people switch to sides. So, but, you know, this person on this side here has outgrown where they've been, or they've realized that they deserve more than where they have been, what they're clinging on to. They've been holding back for so long that they realized that their true selves were being suppressed by this energy, being suppressed by their habits, being suppressed by their fears, being suppressed by their insecurities and their doubts of their abilities to succeed. And now I feel like this person don't give a fuck. This person sees the sun. They like this. There's an unlimited amount of possibilities for me to advance, to move forward, because they have something in this present moment that resembles success. And you're like, wait, how did you get that from this person's side when the person here has the Six of Wands? Well, look at the challenge. It's the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is not about a physical state to be in. Now, if it was the Ten of Pentacles, I'd be like, yeah, y'all are trying to get to this. You're venturing to this. But the Ten of Cups is an emotion. And what's even better than that, this Ten of Cups is about the happily ever after, as happiness shared with other folks. So this is not necessarily talking about you got to get to this happiness. The challenge is getting to this happiness. I know I said that in the beginning, but really I realized that the meaning to this Ten of Cups really is you being happy with what you have, with the people that you're with, and truly being in their highest vibration that you possibly can in the moment, through the success and the happiness that you're already able to be, you know, involved in, that you're already, you know, put time and invested in. Because remember the cards that came out, the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, right? There's a new beginning that came in fast. But this is talking about building something of, you know, that's a very committed degree, you know. That's a card, that's the Ace of Pentacles is something you have to commit to. You can't expect that new beginning to kind of kick off like that. But it has. Because of the dedication, because of your commitment, because of both of you guys' commitment. That's why this person here is really, you know, feels the tension and the burdens of what they're doing, at the same time willingly doing it because they find this to be very successful. I don't know how long they're going to be able to keep up this burden now, but they feel successful. They're in the moment. And even though this person has to make a choice, they're in the situation where they're having to make a decision about where they're going to be going down in their life. I don't feel like this is someone that's like tugging and pulling to kind of make the decision. They're one that's kind of feeling like, you know, they have to make a choice. They feel more inspired to make the choice because they understand where they're coming from. They understand what they're standing on. They know that they're stable, no matter. And even if they leave this, even if they don't, you know, they don't feel stable, they're going after their true authentic path. They're following their true heart. Now, this person here has got the Three of Pentacles. I think this person's dilemma mostly is about collaboration. Now, I know the Three of Cups is like more collaboration, but I feel like the Three of Pentacles is collaboration too. But it's talking about practical plans for the future, making plans with others. This person's doing everything on their own, and instead of doing that, I feel like instead of like handling things by themselves solo, there is a level of trust that's going to be needed here with everybody involved. All right, I think honestly, the plan. I think there was a plan here also actually in place, because I do realize that there's 2 threes here. So there obviously 2s can indicate duality, and then you have the 3 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. So definitely action was sent out to take on some of these plans that were put in. But I feel like just because, you know, there was a plan set in the past doesn't mean you can't redirect that or kind of figure out another approach, because this person is trying to figure out what the hell to do now. So I don't think that anybody is having to necessarily commit to the roles that they've got, especially if it ain't working. And I think this person realizes that too. I think they realize that, hey, at any point I could talk about what I need to adjust and what I need to change, because because I know this person is open to new options, is open to new things. I am open to new things. There's a lot of adjusting and a lot of, getting to the right spots, assessing everyone's weaknesses and points of strength, and utilizing those points to succeed even further, to move together in a very unanimous fashion. Like I said, the Queen of Wands, she takes in information, and I think this person will be able to deliver this, not just because they have a very clear mind, a clearer mind than this individual here. And it's not to be rude or saying, this person's, no, this person just doesn't. And that's not a bad thing. So, think about it. If you run a business, or if you have a career that's kind of demanding, or you have a lifestyle that's very demanding, or you have children, or you have, whatever, right? You're allowed to have a very cluttered mind, but it doesn't mean that you will think clearly due to your clutteredness, right? It doesn't mean that you'll have the capacity to go run down scenarios or run down options as you would, with a bit more of a clearer mind, right? This person has got a lot on their plate and a lot on their shoulders. And I feel like even though they see success and they're proud of the actions that they put in, I feel like they're having to figure out another flow, a new direction, a new way of working things through, so that way they don't feel like the 10 of Wands anymore. I feel like also at the same time, this person's concluding some definitely, they're dropping a burden too at the same time. And I think this is why they're successful. They feel really good about where they are, because they know that the work that they've done, even though it was a hell of a lot and it got to be more and more intense and piled up, they are able to take what they know with the situation and apply it in a new direction. They're able to apply this in a way that definitely benefits the future. They're looking at new ways so that they don't have to be this way anymore. So in a way, this person doesn't necessarily need this individual, but because this is talk about there's 2 threes here, I do feel like there's something along the lines of collaborating with other people or working with others, and the soulmate that's in your life right now may be the candidate. Again, this doesn't have to be you, Libra. This could be you. At the same time, guys, too, if wow. Oh, wow. I swear, when I pull these cards, it's so fascinating to get just the pure energies. Because ultimately, I feel like with the Wisdom of the Oracle card, all of this energy, all of these cards just are a fluctuation of yin and yang energy. Right, because you have the thinker, and then you have go the distance, right? They're all pretty much the same duration, the same energy as yang and yin, right? So yang being the doing energy to go out and take action, do things, put action forth, while yin is a more passive, receptive energy, reactionary kind of energy, right? You don't act first, you let the other person act, you receive that information. Very Queen of Swords, right? Or Queen of Cups. And it's interesting that the whole deck here with the Wisdom of Oracle have different messages entangled around the basic elements, which is yin and yang. I find it so fascinating. And today, you guys have number 1, yang. Time to act, time to do things, time to get your ass in gear, family. And I think some of you guys are already putting your, you know, taking your ass out there and doing the best that you can with it, because obviously you wouldn't be satisfied with where everything is now if you weren't. And I think you guys are really, you know, proud of yourselves and understand that there's still work to do, and I think that's the point, right? That's the thing. There is, you know, this relationship or this situation involves marriage, the marriage of two minds, the marriage of two people, not necessarily a physical marriage, but a marriage of two people coming together to work in as a unison. That's what I see this relationship as. How two individuals can come together, like the Ten of Cups, and work as a family, or work as a unit. Some of y'all may actually be physically getting married, but and if that's the case, congratulations. But I feel like this is talking about, in a spiritual sense, for those of you that are not getting married or don't see marriage in your future, not like at least this soon. There is a fast-moving, you know, you guys are fast-moving together. Like, you're moving in a forward direction very fast. And use that energy to continue to propel yourself. You have the options. You see the way. Follow that path. Continue to go down that path. And I think you guys are unstoppable right now. I really do. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Thank you so much for tuning in, y'all. I want to thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing these videos. I truly appreciate every last one of you guys. So thank you for listening to my weird ukulele ramble in the very beginning. You know, I'd be random sometimes. But I love you guys so much. Take care, and I will see you guys later on. I hope you guys have a wonderful Aquarius season, or entry to Aquarius season. I will see you in the dailies. Take care, y'all. Bye now.